Why did over 30 massive US Air Force planes suddenly land in Ukraine in the middle of the night? And more importantly, what were they really carrying? Russia didn't see it coming. While most of the world was asleep, the skies above Eastern Europe filled with C-17 Globemasters, huge US military jets known for moving heavy weapons and troops. It shocked everyone, even the Kremlin. For people in Ukraine, the sound of those engines was a sign of hope. Help had arrived. But for Russia, it was a possible warning. Something big was about to change. And here's the real question. Is this the turning point in the war, or the start of something far bigger? Imagine this. It's midnight. Military radars start flashing. Ukrainian airfields go into lockdown. Dozens of aircraft appear on screen, each one loaded with crates marked classified. Soldiers rush in. The cargo doors drop. Something serious is being unloaded. This isn't just another shipment. It's a signal, and the world is watching. If you care about global peace, your country's safety, or even your rising grocery bills, yes, this affects you. Because if this conflict gets bigger, everyone pays the price. And in the next few minutes, you'll understand why this one US move changed the battlefield overnight, and what it means for the world. Stay to the end to find out what shocked Russia the most. A military twist no one saw coming. Without warning, over 30 massive US C-17 Globemaster planes flew into Ukrainian airspace, all moving in perfect coordination. Some were escorted by Allied aircraft. No press, no announcement, just action. People on the ground were stunned. Some recorded the planes from rooftops, amazed by the size and number. Others ran to bunkers, worried that something terrible had begun. For many in Ukraine, it felt like hope had landed. But in Russia, it was seen as a threat, and a loud one. Each C-17 can carry up to 85 tons of equipment. That means these planes could have dropped nearly 3,000 tons of military gear in less than 24 hours. That's more than enough to change the balance in a fight. Imagine 30 giant planes landing at once. A quiet invasion without a single bullet. No one fired a shot, but the message was clear. Official reports said this was just logistical aid. But leaked info suggests it wasn't just food or medical supplies. There were whispers of encrypted communication systems, advanced smart weapons, and counter-drone kits. And now the world is asking, what was really inside those crates? And why deliver them now? Just hours after the planes landed, Russian jets took off. Moscow released a statement calling the move a direct provocation. Tensions spiked almost instantly. Here's a wild fact. The C-17 Globemaster is so powerful. It can parachute tanks straight into a battlefield. This isn't just a cargo jet, it's a flying war machine. So the big question now is, what did the US just drop into Ukraine that made the Kremlin sound its war alarms? Something strange was inside those C-17s. At first, officials claimed it was just basic aid. But now military insiders are saying otherwise. Whispers from air bases and leaked manifests suggest the planes carried far more than food and medicine. Inside were long-range precision missiles, anti-drone jamming systems, and portable missile shields, the kind used by elite forces. As the news spread, families in Kiev held their breath, hoping for protection. Soldiers on the front lines were seen tearing up, finally receiving tech that could actually save lives. Meanwhile, Russian intelligence went into full panic mode, trying to decode what had just entered the battlefield. This wasn't just a supply drop. It was like handing Ukraine a brain, a backbone, and a shield, all at once. And that wasn't all. More reports pointed to night vision gear, encrypted combat drones, and advanced trauma kits, equipment often used by special operations teams. One shocking twist: the words S-class units appeared on internal cargo logs. No one knows exactly what that means, but military analysts say it could point to stealth-capable systems or elite operatives. Russia immediately raised alarms, claiming that US special forces may already be working with Ukrainian troops. The Pentagon didn't deny it. Here's something wild. The C-17s didn't all come from one base. They launched from several NATO countries at the same time, meaning this was a well-planned joint operation. If this feels like it's getting serious, it is. This drop may have quietly crossed a red line. Want to stay ahead of what's coming next? Hit subscribe, because if there's another delivery like this, it could be the one that triggers a full-scale global response. But how did the rest of the world react to this silent sky invasion? The moment radar logs showed over 30 US military planes landing in Ukraine, The world reacted fast and hard. NATO quickly released a joint statement backing the move. Germany tripled its defense aid to Ukraine. France warned for calm, asking both sides to avoid escalation. But the biggest surprise? China started major naval drills in the Pacific just hours later. It was like a stone thrown into water. The ripples spread fast, and no country could ignore it. Even countries that usually stay quiet, like Brazil and South Africa, issued public messages saying they were deeply concerned about the US move. And while most of the world was talking, Russia stayed silent. For 24 hours, nothing. No comment, no action, just cold silence. Then suddenly, Moscow issued a warning: withdraw all foreign interference or face total consequences. That statement shook diplomats across Europe. Behind closed doors, things were moving quickly. The UN Security Council held 2 emergency meetings in 48 hours, something that hasn't happened since the Gulf War. This wasn't just a delivery. It felt like the world was shifting into a new phase of the conflict. Borders were being reinforced, troop numbers increased, countries realigned their strategies, and the biggest question hanging over everyone: was this move just about helping Ukraine? Or was it a coded message from the US straight to Putin? Because when you move that many planes with that much firepower, you're not just helping a friend, you're sending a warning. So what's next? Could this bold delivery actually backfire and bring everyone closer to war? Military experts are calling this move something new: psychological air dominance. And that's exactly what the US just pulled off. To Russia, the message was loud and clear: we can reach you, anytime, anywhere. The aircraft used? The C-17 Globemaster 3, the same jet that's flown into Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan during some of America's most high-risk missions. Now, it's landing in Ukraine, right on Russia's doorstep. This wasn't just a supply run. It was a message delivered with jet engines, a quiet warning, louder than any speech. Then came the twist. Leaked intel revealed that one of the planes carried a US general into a secure underground compound in Ukraine. If that's confirmed, it means American boots are now officially on the ground, something that could trigger NATO's war clause. Tension is rising fast. Russia is watching nervously. Ukraine feels stronger, and the rest of the world holding its breath. One more thing: C-17s can fly under radar, across oceans in total silence. It's like a ghost fleet, showing up before anyone even knows they're coming. So what does Russia fear most about this move? And could it already be happening? While everyone else talked about what was inside the planes, Russia noticed something far more dangerous: NATO cyber recon activity during the flight. Subscribe for weekly briefings that explain what really matters. Do you think this US move will stop a war or start one? Tell us in the comments.